Hens, it's Babby, and today I will be redesigning Lore Olympus characters. And yes, I know it's been a while and I haven't posted here in ages because YouTube Shorts keeps corrupting my audio for some reason. If anyone knows why, please tell me. But I wanted to start making long-form content again because I have so many ideas I want to share. Starting off, I'll be redesigning Persephone, the protagonist of the story. And though I'm not doing a rewrite, I will recommend Too Many Cruels' video on the series, as well as Ferric Victoria's series, where they go into depth exploring the absolute mess it is. The main issue with Persephone's design is her babyish features, which make her look like a literal child. These include her ridiculously big eyes and her extreme height difference with Hades. And I like height differences, I think they're cute, but Persephone actually genuinely looks like a child in some of these shots. That combined with her extreme age difference to Hades, and the position of naivety and inexperience that she has in her world, makes it seem very icky, and knowing that Rachel likes the movie adaptations of Lolita makes it even more gross. I decided to make her look older but still soft and pretty. I wanted her ties to the mortal realm to be very clearly strong. I made it so she wears ancient Greek clothing that is just shaped to look like office attire. I gave her a collar and tie made of petals and a leaf. I wanted the shawl to make her look modest and nurturing, a bit like Mercedes from Fire Emblem Three Houses, and gave her an overskirt thing to resemble flower petals. I also gave her thick curly hair to resemble a flower head like a chrysanthemum. I added some cool green elements to tie back to her nature theme, so she doesn't seem too much like a love goddess, and sandals to tie her to ancient Greek nature elements. I recall in one of Ferric Victoria's videos to discuss how it would make more sense for Persephone to have bodily hair and shaved, since she's a natural character who's isolated from modern beauty standards of Olympus. So I gave her arm and leg hair, and though the shawl makes it so I couldn't show her armpit hair, it is there. I went for a very loose rendering style since I wanted the design to be possible to draw within the tight time crunches the comic style accommodates, so that's why it's a bit messy, but I think it's actually a fun style I want to explore. It's more inspired by Draki Druko than Rachel Smythe though. And with that, here's my version of Persephone. Up next is Hades, the love interest. Though I said I wasn't doing a rewrite, I will have to make some changes to his character because oh my god, he's freaking vile. This version is not a slave owner and treats his citizens and employees respectfully. I shouldn't have to say that, but apparently that's just too much to ask of Rachel Smythe. I wanted to make him visibly the king of the dead, so I gave him skeletal hands on his shoulders to hold up some toga sheets, forming a cape over his suit. I also decided to make him black-coded because the visual opportunity to make braids which look like bone segments was too cool for me to let up. I also gave him an updo, but his braids resemble a claw. Side note, but if any of you are interested in character design, black hairstyles are one of the most untapped areas of shape language with so much potential, and it's so sad to see them left unexplored and unutilized. Even nowadays, where we do get to see some black representation, the characters rarely have anything but straight or lightly curled hair, and it's such a shame because it's so pretty. I do end up getting rid of the gold, by the way, don't worry. I gave Hades' design a pretty similar look to the original, though I did glam it up a bit. Hades is associated with wealth, since the underworld is below ground among the ores and gemstones, so I wanted to showcase that more clearly in his design. I also gave him a crown because I wanted him to clearly be royalty. And with that, here's my version of Hades. Last but not least, I'm redesigning Mint, who is a character r/unpopular Lore Olympus adores, and it's safe to say she acts as the main antagonist of the series, which I think is a shame because she's such a captivating character, and her design and fashion are always way more interesting than any of the other characters. Even her supposed shitty flop look is way better than anything Persephone is shown to wear. I took some inspiration from Pigeon Doll's art and gave her exaggerated curled flapper hair to look wet and mimic water. I also gave her fin ears because I wanted Mint to be visibly aquatic, especially since she's a river nymph whose nickname is Tadpole of all things. I wanted her to be much thinner than Persephone, like a model, because she makes note of it in the comic, and gave her teardrop-shaped pearls to give a sense of class and water. I also made her very angular to make her seem aggressive, but in this version I want her to be a misunderstood antagonist, and hopefully they manage to befriend Persephone because I'm tired of women being put against women, and they'd make an awesome best friend duo. I gave it a turtleneck sweater and put a sort of toga-like shawl dress thing over it to try and tie back to that Greek mythology aspect. And with that, my version of Mint is complete. Now here is the finished lineup. I actually wanted to say the reason I did these redesigns is because I'm working on my own retelling of the myth from Mint's perspective, with a sapphic eldritch horror twist. I know everyone and their mum has been doing these retellings recently. I believe A Court of Thorns and Roses is a retelling of it, but I don't think I'm that interested in it. I just kind of want to have something simple that already has a sort of loose structure to it, so I can start learning how to tell my own sort of stories, especially through art mediums. I'm kind of new to all of this, and I'm getting back into video editing, which is really weird for me. Luckily, CapCut has a PC version, so I'm not having to use all these like clunky, really old versions of free software with terrible user intelligence. I think it's called user interface. Never mind. I'm just rambling off script. But yeah, this was a really fun exercise, and I'm hopefully going to be using these skills that I've learned in my future art. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe. I will be posting much more videos. I know some of you might remember that I did the Zodiac character redesigns. I don't know if I'm going to be coming back to that. I might, just to finish it off, like I know it's probably been like a year or so since I last drew from parts of it, maybe a bit less than that. I'm sorry if I've been leaving you hanging. There's like over 100 of you. Most of you have probably forgotten that you're subscribed to my account, to be fair. But thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys in the future, and bye!